podcast called Jellison Podcast.
He probably doesn't remember this at all.
Yeah, we work together. It's easy.
This is kind of real. Like, holy shit.
And so it's really cool to get to be a part of that.
Hey, you know how it is, though. Hey, when
you now tune into the biggest ever.
We're not here just to take part. We're here to take over.
I don't remember that. That's crazy.
What's up, everyone? We're finally back after a long hiatus with episode 162 of the Jellison Podcast. Today, with very special guest, Djimon Henson. Djimon, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. First of all, it was nice to meet you at Dizzy Runs.
Yeah, likewise.
On Tuesday. Absolutely insane environment. That was super fun. But before we talk about that, you're out in New York right now, getting ready for the TBT. You guys actually have a game tonight.
Yeah.
With Chicago Hoopville. You guys are playing at RUCKER Park, one of the most historic basketball places in the entire world. What's it going to be like to experience that atmosphere and play at such a historic court?
It's going to be like a great experience. I'm definitely looking forward to it, excited, just because when you're growing up, you hear everything about the street ballers and the RUCKER parks and everything, and it's something you never get to witness, but now I'm blessed enough to get to play on the court on national TV and at the highest, one of the biggest tournaments in the world, against the number one team in the tournament or in our region. So I'm definitely excited and I'm looking forward to it. And I was ready to showcase my skills on that type of platform, because you just never know who's looking, especially with this tournament and stuff like that. So just do everything I can and try to win tonight, but also take it all in. I'm gonna have my family in the stands and stuff like that. So definitely want to enjoy the moment and just make sure I'm not too hard on myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to have fun today.
Now I know they had that one 30 for 30 on ESPN recently with the and the street ballers. Did you grow up? Were you big into that? Watching all the street baller stuff? I know it was kind of it wasn't on ESPN or anything, obviously, right. But you could watch it on YouTube or whatever. Yeah. But did you always?
I used to have a game and everything. Everyone was big. You know what I'm saying? We playing outside, do little street moves like hot sauce and the profession and all them. And then you load the court, you try to dunk like everybody and stuff like that. So it was definitely made my childhood a little more fun and more exciting and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the cool thing about that though is, we all grew up playing on the blacktop or in the driveway or whatever. So I don't know, it just felt cooler.
It definitely is cool. It's more exciting. You can't bring it over to real basketball, of course, but just trying the different moves and testing your handles out and stuff, throw it off somebody's head. It turns everybody up. So I still watch every once in a while. I tap into what professor's doing or what the guys are doing, stuff like that. So yeah, it was definitely exciting.
Yeah, those dudes just pull up and work people.
They hop right out the car and go to work. It really is crazy. Them is some different type of athletes. I definitely respect their hustle and how they handle everything on the court and stuff like that. They're entertainers pretty much. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they're I don't want to say they're the knockoff Globetrotters, but they have that same type of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Putting on a show and just schooling dudes. And
I remember they came to Pike one time. I remember it was an N1 versus, I forgot who it was. It was back in the day a little bit, but N1 came down and they were playing against. Who were they playing against? I forgot. I can't remember who they was playing against. But yeah, I watched them live one time. It was they can really go. They can really hoop and stuff like that. Also put on the show and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it was dope to watch that live and see how everybody came out and supported them and just the impact they had on everybody.
And now those guys and NBA guys are obviously different back in the day, but seeing those dudes go out and perform, you forget how many fire-ass hoopers are out there.
What I'm saying is
on every block. There's guys that can give buckets and have insane handles.
And they never just get the chance. It's a lot. I even got some homeboys now, you feel me? They can check up, they can run, just ain't had the opportunity or had the right eyes see them. So to get them on that level. But that's on every block, every neighborhood, every city. It's it's always that hidden talent. And then speaking of that, yesterday we was at under the Brooklyn Bridge at the little park or whatever. And it was tons, like a million kids out there just hooping. I was just peeking around, always practicing. And there's some kids that can go, and I just know they ain't got the eyes or the opportunity to be in front of who they need to be in front of to take it to that next level. But it's definitely some dogs out there. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that people don't get that same shine and that same opportunity. I think the TBT does a really good job of doing that, especially because it's a lot of overseas guys
Right.
that aren't going to get that notoriety or whatever. What do you think about how the tournament's set up and kind of everything that goes into it?
I like the way the tournament's set up and just how they handle and display everything. I feel like it does give a chance, like overseas guys, just to make a name for themselves for people, because most people don't know a lot of overseas guys. You know, it's all about the NBA, of course. You know, so like it gives a chance to play against old NBA guys and like play on ESPN and stuff like that. So you can like really showcase like overseas hoopers can really hoop too. You know, there's a lot. I know a lot, like, you know, from India, there's a lot of guys who can really just kill anybody in front of them. They play overseas, you know, just everybody's path is different. So I definitely like the way they set up everything. You know, it just gives everybody an opportunity to showcase their skills, which I really like. And in their environments in different regions, it's definitely lit. You know, I feel like Rucker Park is probably going to be the most lit this season, just because it's outside. You know, I know a lot of guys don't like outside or haven't played outside like in a long time, like me. So it'd be a different experience. And it really showed like who can go and who can hoop for real. Because outside is different. That same three don't look the same when you outside. You got the wind and stuff like that. And especially in New York, you know, they're going to talk shit all day, every day. You know? They're going to test you, see if you can hoop and stuff like that. So it's going to be definitely exciting. I'm glad they did it out here this year.
That might be the best part of Rucker Park, having all those people out there. And they're,
right.
I mean, we all hear about like New Yorkers and stuff. They're going to be wild out there.
Oh, yeah, they are. It was the little kids yesterday were wild. Like, it was, they gonna text you. They gonna be like, "Can you hoop or not?" Like, you suck. If you suck, they gonna let you know, and I respect that. So they gonna make the best out of you for real.
And I mean, going off the Rucker Park thing, is that something that should be on every Hooper's bucket list at some point to go there and play?
Yeah, it has to be. You just have to experience. But you just heard all the great names come from it. You know, you gotta like. I got to step on that court at least one time. You know what I'm saying? Not even if it's competitive, just step on the court, shoot on it a little bit, you know, just to take it all in, get that experience out there. Because it's Rucker Park. It's nothing more you can say. You know, it's just like Venice Beach out in Cali. It's like you got to go out there. You just got to experience, which I still have to go out there and experience that too. But like I get to play at Rucker tonight, so I can't complain right now. I'm blessed. I'm rolling on cloud nine. You know?
Hey, now you mentioned Venice. Where else in the world are like special gyms, places, sports do you think would be on that list of like being on a bucket list? Like a couple that I thought of were MSG, obviously, and then locally Hoosier Gym, where they shot Hoosiers in Indy over in, I think it's Knightstown.
Yeah, I think so. It is out there. Yeah. Yeah, MSG. I'm right down the street from MSG. Actually, it's right down next to the hotel. I think it's a court out in like Sydney, Australia. I think it is. Like, it got a nice backdrop. And I remember watching or seeing it somewhere. I always wanted to go out there. Where else will be a lit like the historic spot? I don't know. What you think? You think anything?
I was thinking a lot of like college gyms, like Cameron Indoor and
Cameron.
I'm a Purdue guy, but I still think Assembly Hall is one of the best places to go and watch a game, just to experience it once, you know.
Yeah, similar like college wise. Like I got to play at Syracuse. That was a crazy experience. Just how big it is. Like people really don't understand like how big that is. Insane. It's a football arena which they cut in half, but like it messes up your depth perception right from the corner. Like it's a crazy arena. Like there, I feel like I would like play in Kansas, like Kansas games. I feel like 10 out of 10 every single game is sold out in a crazy experience, stuff like that. So like in college, I got to play this. I got to play Purdue, Syracuse, Mizzou, where else? On top of my head, but yeah, definitely a few SEC teams, ACC teams, and stuff like that. So it's like it was definitely a crazy pit. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely on the bucket list, of course. Got to be.
And then they're bringing back. I know they had a lot of issues with it, but they're bringing back that carrier.
Yeah.
Next year, or the year after, I think.
Which next year they're trying to see if they're like, I guess the court was real slick and it was real human out there. Like they're trying to figure something out. But that was a dope experience. Like just watching that, I think it was Michigan State or somebody. Yeah,
Michigan
that
State,
was
UNC maybe.
UNC? I think it might have been that. Yeah, but that was a dope experience. I'm like, man, I'm like, knowing that was crazy. So like they need to bring that back too. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know how they figure it out with like keeping the core dry and all that stuff, but if they do, I mean that's just an insane backdrop.
That's what I'm saying. You're on a boat. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't get to hoop on the boat. So yeah, that's dope for sure.
I used to like watching those like the Armed Forces Classic or whatever. They'd go like Alaska.
Yeah, the jerseys used to be hard. I like the jerseys. The jerseys was definitely dope.
Mm-hmm.
I always tuned into that. What else was there? Damn, I can't think of nothing else. Yeah, I can't think of nothing else.
Kind of going back to the Dizzy Runs program. I mean, I was there as before I talk about that, you mentioned the Carrier Dome. I was at the Big Ten tournament when it was at Lucas Oil in Indy a couple years ago, and they had the court split in half, or the field split in half. And it just shows you how big that place is and how small some of these arenas are, like Massey or Cameron Indoor. I mean, those are like smaller gyms.
Yeah, very tiny.
Yeah.
But Purdue's is crazy too, because it's like you in that bowl, you know what I'm saying? The court sits low, so you feel like everybody's on top of you, and the student section is crazy. So it's like, dang, it's real. I like gyms like that, like they're kind of big, but they're not at the same time. Just the way how everything's designed, they just feel like they're all on top of you. But yeah, people don't realize how big like the marinas are actually, and they play in every game. Like, I don't know. It was a good experience, but it's crazy how like to put in perception and stuff like that. So yeah.
No, even as a Purdue guy, my favorite gym is Hinkle. Hinkle Fieldhouse I love that place so much. I don't know what.
Yeah. No, me too. I'm out. Too. We may not win again. we all gave Butler a good shot, but Butler Hinkle is definitely I love Hinkle. Honestly, I play great there. Shots always on there.
Right on. All right, so finally back to Disney Pro-Ams. How cool is it to be a part of that first night and something special that I see going on for a long time?
No, it was great, honestly, just to see the turnout, just to be behind the scenes and just like know what they had to do to get everything to line up and like to turn out. And the way everything turned out was probably like more than all of us thought it would be, like just the fan support, the environment, the intensity, just the competitiveness with all the guys who came out. Like, it's definitely dope, especially the first night. Like, I'm very excited to see what week 2, week 3 championship night is going to be, just because, like, there's so much talent on every single team. It's just not like one team has all the guys and the rest of the guys you don't know. Like, every team, somebody on that team, So, like, and it's great to how Kyle organized everything and Dizzy organized everything. Like, just to know those guys personally, like, it made me happy. It's just when I walked in, how professional it was, how organized it was, camera crews and then the DJ and stuff like that. Like, they definitely knocked it out the park. Definitely. Like, I take my hats off to them. Like, I tell them now every day, like, y'all did y'all thing with that. Definitely. Like, they started something, like, for years to come, like you said, like, I don't see this going away no time soon, because, like, people see everybody playing and they don't want to play, and it's going to bring in more great guys and more high-level guys and stuff like that to showcase their talents during the summertime. So, like, it's definitely going to really take over Indiana. I'm definitely excited to be a part of it for sure.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, you look at all the dudes that were playing that first week.
Right.
You got you and Keelan Martin, Kyle Guy, Miles Colvin, Jordan Walker. And then on the other court, you had, like, Taylor Persons, Justin Roberts.
Yep. Jack. Yeah, Jack was out there.
Oh my goodness, I'd never seen him play. He's cold.
Oh yeah, Jack's probably the most underrated killer in Indiana. if anybody can check up with Jack can go. I worked out with Jack all last summer and stuff like that. Jack can go. And you see what he did this season. Like, he's All-American. He's the top player in the nation, D3. Like, Jack's a dog, man. He's probably got the best shot in Indiana. I've seen him probably make 50-plus threes in a row. And that's the low end. Dang. We did one drill. We had to I think we just had to shoot in the corner, or just every time you miss, you move a spot. And I swear Jack shot 50 plus in the corner. And we had to get a rebound. Like, we had to change the drill because Jack would miss. Like, Jack, it's like a cheat code with him. I never seen somebody stay so locked in and fundamental every single shot. Like, Jack, I respect Jack 1,000 times. Like, that's my guy. Like, what his game is. I just way he handles himself on the court. Like, he doesn't care. Like, he's ready to kill you. He will kill you. If you underrate Jack, like, he's going to embarrass you too at that.
And then one of his teammates, Kyle Mangus, people forget about him too.
I've seen Kyle out there.
I had him on the podcast. He's one of the best NAIA players ever. Like,
he averaged like 30, I think.
Yeah, he damn near scored like 3,000 points in college.
That's nuts.
Cold. But I mean, we're lucky to have a bunch of great programs in Indiana, because you can go to like Wes Stowers and DJ Henderson, who played for Marion and all those things. I mean,
right.
Basketball is just all over the place. You got lights out players.
No, lights out, yeah, 100%. It's killers everywhere, every part of Indiana. Like, Indiana is just different. It's just different. Like, just know somebody from Indiana. They're fundamental. They're gonna have that dog in them, and they're winners too. You know, so like, I'm glad I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? I always rep Indiana. That's why I got a tat on me. Like, I let it be known I'm from Indiana and stuff like that, because people think it's just cornfield. Like, nah, we some hoopers out here. You know, like, we can compete with every other state there is. I feel like we'll dominate every other state there is for sure.
And I was talking to I forget who I was talking to about it, but I think the reason Indiana gets overlooked is because you don't have a guy like LeBron or Melo, like those like high. I mean, they did have Greg Oden and Eric back to back in 06, 07, who were the number one players in the class, but like, you don't have those like superstar NBA guys who are like all-time Hall of Famers and things like that.
We got right under that. Like, we got 10, 25 guys that are just at that, and then everybody under them is still at the high level too. It's just like, damn, we really, once you put on paper and you go down the list of everybody who's from Indiana and where they're at, stuff like that, people are like, okay, you got some hoopers. I'll be talking to guys out of states and stuff like that. We get the name and going off who they state guy, who our state guy. Like, they be like, okay, never mind. Like, they didn't even know certain people are from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's definitely we starting to get the respect we need, but like, nobody's ever gonna really give it to us until we name them who's from Indiana and stuff like that. So yeah.
And then the younger guys like yourself. I mean, you guys are carrying the load too. I mean, like, the Grizzlies have Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bain, both from Indy, both guys that I could see making an all-star team at some point in their career. You know,
100%. Desmond is if I remember me and him, we was talking like AU back like maybe sophomore year. We were still trying to get our first offer and stuff like that. We were like, how you do this tournament? You know, we was asking how we did East tournament and stuff like that. Like, nah, this team's talking to us. And then Desmond was getting low looks and D2s and stuff like that. And then we just talked to us, keep working. And then boom, as you see now, he blew up. He got that respect. His senior year, that's when he was just, oh my goodness. He was down there. He was down there dominating. I always wanted to see Friday night what he did. I remember he scored like 50 ball or something like that. I was like, God, this boy down there killing. Then he went to TCU, did his thing. Now he's established in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So as that his up and coming role is getting buckets. You know, he's just not a shooter. He's definitely a scorer, and he's getting that respected. And he's on Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Memphis gonna turn you up every single game. They make the best out of who they're playing. For sure.
He's about to get that bag too.
Oh yeah, that money.
Free agent. Oh my god. Because I mean, you can make an argument he's on the same level as like Jalen Brunson right now.
Literally,
Jalen Brunson just got 100 something. And then the market's just going to keep growing. He might get close to 150. Who knows?
Oh yeah, if Desmond does exactly what he's supposed to do next year, this upcoming season, that bag gonna be crazy. We talking 100, 150 million, 100%. I can see that.
All from a kid that played at Seton Catholic High School.
I'm
Had
saying people really,
two offers coming out of high school from Miami of Ohio and TCU, I believe.
yeah,
It's insane that he turned out to be the best player in that class.
100%.
I mean, even I love Kyle. He let me be a part of Dizzy, but no disrespect to him, but I think Dez has passed him up.
Both of them some killers. He's a different type of killer too. And Desmond's a different type of killer. Like their games is definitely surpassed a lot of people's expectations and stuff like that. Like, but like me growing up with them and stuff like that, I'm proud of both of them. You know, like just see where they're going and how much more they got to give and stuff like that. So like, I'm excited. I'm happy for them. I'm the guy that's always excited for my guys. You know what I'm saying? I always cheer them for them because like when they win, I feel like I win. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm always supportive and making sure I'm tuned in and letting them know that and stuff like that. So I'm proud of them. You know, I know they got a lot more to do. So like, I'm wishing I can't wait to see what they accomplish in their careers and stuff like that.
You always got to root for Indy guys, even when, again, as a Purdue guy, when Kyle and Virginia beat us in the Elite Eight.
That game was crazy.
I was rooting for Kyle just because I'd made a trip to go watch him play in high school. And I've been a fan of him for so long. And I was like, this dude's got to go. Like, I got to root for him.
You have to.
You know.
That game was crazy. Goodness gracious. That game felt like a pickup. Carson Edwards was acting like he was just out there playing pickup. That was.
Oh, my God. I've never seen anything like that in college.
At that level, like, at your NCAA tournament, you're at Elite Eight, like the shots they was just playing basketball. They didn't put no pressure on that game. It made it seem like, you know, like the shots they were taking, step backs, just deep threes, just like damn, like they ain't have no thought process. They just hooping, you know. And that's how a game's supposed to be though. Like the way they played, it was like they made it fun, they made it competitive, and they made everybody get on the edge of their seats. And they made it a good game on that platform too. Like you can't ask for more in an Elite Eight game like that.
He was just unconscious. I remember he hit a step back over DeAndre Hunter, I believe, and it, like banked in. And I was like, oh, okay. Anything this dude throws up is going in now. Is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
Like he's getting a rebound, pulling up. He just dribbling up, no pass possession, straight deep three, butter every time. I'm like, woo. That's a different type of consciousness. When you're in that type of zone, you know, like when you doing shit like that, you know you're in that different type of zone. Like I've been in that type of zone too. So like I know where he was coming from and like what his thought process was. Like I can't miss. I'm about to try this shot. He hit it, so he gonna try something else crazy. Like it's just what you got to do. Once you're in that type of zone, anything can go. Like you don't see a bad shot. If you can get it up, that's a good shot to you. You know, so I know exactly what he was going through.
It seemed like it was like one of those like Steph Curry, Jimmer Fredette moments in the tournament where like
that's exactly what's
going off. You know, if you're playing against a guy that's just going off, I mean, what do you do defensively? Are you just like, or what's going through your head more so?
You really got to like be more physical with them, but like with pro guys and like I just know Garson, like you just have to make them make a tough shot. Like it's got to be a great defense, a better shot. Tough guy, big pros are gonna make big shots. Like you can play the best D in the world. Like if you don't block the shot and they get not even a clean look, they come off their hands right, it's money. So you just gotta either foul them or just make the defense make the shot tough as possible. 100%. Like it's hard. And you be like, damn, how you make that? Like I'm right here. Like you look at your coach, and if you look at your coach and your coach look back at you and be like that, there ain't much you can do. Like it ain't. I've been on both sides of that end. When I'm feeling it super duper high, and when I'm just like, he can't miss. He just can't. Like how's he making the shot right here? Like damn. You got to respect him and take your hat off to him. Like you got it. This is your day. This is your day. You just got to let him go. Just try to play as tough as defense as possible. But other than that, it ain't nothing much you can do. When somebody in that zone and that killer tasting blood like that, you just got to withstand the run. He'll miss eventually. And when he do it, that's when you got to retaliate right there for sure.
How nice was it to play in Disney runs and not have to deal with like the super hard defense compared to like a pro a pro game
Yeah,
or a college game?
for sure. It was definitely fun. It was definitely more relaxed. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got as much help side defense and worry about trying to take over, step over, take a charge or stuff like that. Like, once you beat your man, you can get down the lane if you want to, or a fast break. Like, it was definitely like a good summertime run, you know what I'm saying? More professional run. Like, nothing too crazy. People ain't trying to hurt you. You ain't got to worry about that. Somebody undercutting you, stuff like that. Like, I knew all the guys out there, so I knew I felt safe. I know, like, overseas, I don't feel that safe on the ball. You got to protect yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Just running through the lane. They just elbow you for no reason. Just cause. Like, I know out there, I ain't had to worry about that, or I'm safe jumping and stuff like that. So, like, it was definitely fun. I liked it. I can't wait to go back.
And then you yourself had a little stretch where you pulled up like 3 straight times. I think it was in the second half.
Yeah, it was 30.
Butter.
I know I had to get. I was like, dang, I gotta get right. So let me tighten up. So I had to get something going, get something to the rim, a couple of dogs to lay up, and then my shot started to fall. So like, just get used to that. It was fun out there. Like, just to back to playing 5-on-5 and that type of environment, and like with refs and all that, just to make game like mode. So it was definitely really good. I'm looking forward to a big second week. So just be ready for that. Just be ready.
And how do you prepare for those types of games, because they are different from like we mentioned, the pro and
Right.
even NCAA games. How do you get prepared for that? What's kind of your mindset? Is it like a complete 180 difference in terms of how you're gonna approach the game?
Not really different. Like, I take every game the same. Like, it's the same game, different day. I tell myself I don't put too much pressure on it. Like, and I make sure I take it serious and make it like a professional, like a real game and stuff like that. Because if I don't, it turn into bad habits, you know. So I want to practice how I want to play. So out there, the way I'm playing is how I want to translate into the next season and stuff like that. So like, I definitely come in as a lock in approach, you know, just because it wouldn't do me no good if I come in and just want to BS it and just take bad shots. I know that's not my game and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to sharpen all my tools and stuff like that, especially since it's the summertime, you know. So I'm trying to come out there and work on different things that I've been working on. So like, I don't really want to come out there and take 9 dribbles and step back and shoot, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make efficient, you know what I'm saying, buckets, you know. I don't want to just dribble too much on the pass and just play hard, you know. Because if you start BSing, like, that's how people get hurt. You know, like, and you're not working on your game at all. So, like, especially with the guys that was out there, it wasn't hard to, like, get knocked off my game. I know they're pros too. Everybody's pros out there. Like, everybody gonna take it serious and work on their game. So it's just gonna make me better too. So, like, it's not really a different approach, I'd say. It's just, of course, I gotta have more fun. It's not as much pressure on the game. I don't really believe in pressure, but like, it's not as intense, you know. So like, it wasn't a different approach really. I just take it one game at a time. I just stay where I'm at pretty much. Like, I don't really put too much pressure on myself and nothing like that. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game, no matter what type of game is it. But I'm gonna be competitive for sure. Like, everybody's gonna be competitive because you don't want to lose. You know what I'm saying? Even though we lost, like, I was kind of upset just because I hate losing. No matter if it was just a fun little game like that, and all the fans and stuff was there. Like, on the inside, I was pissed. I was mad. Like, I hate to lose, and no matter what it is, because I know the guys gonna talk shit to me, so I just know I had to win. So like, it's okay. That's probably my last loss in the Disney runs. We can't lose. We can't.
Well, I thought the vibe was cool because like you had dudes getting their shot blocked. Like, I think Kyle got shot blocked by I think it was Evan Maxwell.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he's like smiling, running down the court. But then you go over to the other court, and Marquise Teague is chirping at somebody. So it's cool to see like how guys approach it differently.
Yeah, it's different type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Certain guys gonna talk shit all game, no matter what type of game it is. Certain guys is just gonna, like KG, he's gonna smile and stuff like that, and still kill you at the same time. Like, we'll smile and stuff like that, but we'll still dominate. And some guys just they talking shit, turn them up. You can't fall into some of the guys. Some of the guys want you to. That's how they get going. So like, you got to know what they trying to do and stuff like that. But yeah, I already know. Yeah, T Marcus, he gonna come at you. If you talk crazy, he gonna talk crazy back. So it's like, everybody got their different ways of getting in their mode and getting into that killer mode. So like, I definitely understand where you're coming from. KG gonna smile. Mark, he gonna ready to talk shit to you and try to kill you. This is how it is. But they all kill it at the end of the day, for sure.
And how special it is for you guys all as a group, going out there and doing that, but also having people want to be a part of it. It's not like you're begging play. You guys only have 2 teams. It's a one-off, one-night thing. I mean, you guys have a whole league basically.
Literally.
And that's because people want to be there. The fans want to be there. The players want to play in it. They want to have that spotlight. They want to be a part of something that's representing Indy.
Right. No, it's definitely it's crazy. Like, and the amount of guys that didn't make it to play in week 1 that can actually like really hoop. Like, it's so many talents, so many players out here. Like, we can't fit in everybody, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can imagine how KG, because me and KG be talking all the time. Like, he deals with that. Him and DJP dealing with that. But like, I can only imagine, because guys come to me all the time like, "Yo, can you tell Kyle to put me in?" I know they got game and stuff like that, so it'd be coming down who to who. So I just leave it to Kyle. I send Kyle like, "Yo, I got such and such." You know what I'm saying? Check them out, and you know what I'm saying, they can play, let them rock. So it's so many people. You can't have 15 people on every team. You know, especially in this type of deal. Like, you can't. So it's just like, you just show who can get in and who can't. But like, everybody can hoop. Like, everybody's well respected and stuff like that. It's crazy how many guys want to be in that can't, and you still see the level of who guys that we got in now. Like, it's like, damn, like, these guys are the killers, and there's so many other killers. Like, all the killers that was at the game that didn't get to play, like, I could name off 5, 6 of them. Like, they're like, okay, they gotta be in one of these weeks, they gotta come, you know what I'm saying? So like, is it crazy? We have so many guys you can't put in everybody, which is sad, which I can't, which you could put in everybody, but you just like, you can't. So like, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm glad to see it turn out like I said, I'm glad to see it turn out the way it did. Like, but we got so many killers. You can't put everybody in, you know, and make the team a functional team. You know what I'm saying? You put 5 ball dominant guys on the team, the team's not gonna go. It's just not. You got to put certain players with who and stuff like that, which I think Kyle in the draft did perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, how each team is with every guy, the point guard, shooting guard, power forward, and 5. I like all them. They did a good job with it, definitely.
And then you got some guys that weren't able to make it on Tuesday that are, I mean, they haven't really.
Gary Harris, I think.
I know. I know. It's like, what the hell? KG had to rig that. I wasn't there for it, so I can't say for certain, but
KG, don't give me. I be on KG all the time. I'm like, KG, how's the draft? You know, just your team looks very, very well polished. You know,
like Gary's supposed to be there. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say, but
yeah,
who'd you say?
Deshaun Francis. He was supposed to be on his team.
Like,
KG did what he had to do. That's what we're gonna leave with. KG did exactly what he had to do.
But there's other guys that are on different teams that are going to be there in the coming weeks. Like I said, I don't know how much I can say. Just some like little background knowledge, but
yeah,
there's some dogs coming.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me. I'm not saying a word either, but I trust me. I know these upcoming weeks are crazy. It's gonna be lit. I'm excited to see. I'm definitely excited to see. And you know, like a championship game, I think it is like that game's gonna be
sick.
That game's gonna be nuts. That game's gonna be crazy. I'm excited. I'm just really excited to see how everything turns out and finishes out. But I just know like the process that went into this. Like, you know, like KG brought the idea out and stuff like that last year. It was like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know, we got all these guys want to hoop in the summertime and compete and bring the fans in. Like, you just can't beat it. This is something you just can't beat. It's Tuesday nights, you know, everybody's off work at the time. So, like, come out, see some basketball, good basketball. It's different level pros, high level pros, big names, up and coming names like Miles Colvin. Like, whew, don't get me started. He
might have been the most athletic dude on the floor.
100%.
As a 16-year-old.
People don't realize. People don't know. I had to tell my dad, I was like, yeah, he's 16.
It was
dude.
He almost threw down on Evan.
What was that? Third play? I said, no way. He's not doing this. He's
That
not.
was insane. And he was really close. He threw it off the back, didn't he?
Yeah, he was up there. He just an inch or two more. He would have put it down 100%. I love Miles game. Miles gets my respect every single day.
Dog.
No, and he's gonna do it with a soft face. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna show too much facial expression. He's not gonna say nothing. I don't know if it's because we playing with so much older guys, or what. But like when I played with him in pickup open gyms this past summer and this whole summer coming to the pro am, like he's just a dog, and like he's gonna make his presence be known with his game. That's why I respect him. Like he's not scared to back down by nobody and stuff like that. He'll jump with anybody because he probably got a 45-inch vertical. He's already 5, so it's like he ain't scared of nobody. So like I'm excited to see it. I need to go to a game. If I can ever catch a game or tune into a high school game, I got to see like what is he doing with his age group or people at his age, like because he's doing that with pros, he's doing that with us, bro. So like what he's doing with 16, 17, 18-year-olds. Like I know it's not fair. It can't be fair.
Yeah. So, that's the first time I'd seen him live, and I was, I mean, I didn't really like. I'd seen highlights and stuff, but I was like, all right, let's see what this dude. And I was blown away. Like, damn, he's legit.
No, yeah, he's definitely certified. He's stamped. Like people definitely know him now and respect him now. I'm pretty sure nobody really knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like looking kid, but it's like I said, he ain't got to say too much. He ain't gonna scream. His game is gonna talk. Like he's very fundamentally sound. Like his game goes way past his years. Like you'll never think he's 16. You'd be thinking he's like a college player or something like that. But the kid's still in high school. So like I'm excited to see how far he goes. I just know the sky's the limit for him. Once he get in that college atmosphere and stuff like that, it's really gonna turn him up. So like I'm excited to see him.
Yeah,
sure.
Once he gets around those other guys his age at Purdue. The other guys in the Big Ten, because Big Ten's always loaded. I mean, you're gonna see something special out of him, I think.
He is. He gonna have a lot of top 10 plays. He's gonna dunk on everybody. He get praise backdoor play. Like he's definitely gonna jump. He's gonna just get higher and more explosive. So it's like it's gonna be just like Jaden Ivey for real. Like the way them highlights he was doing, I can see the same thing with him, 100%, all the way for sure. So I'm definitely excited to see him.
Yeah, no doubt. We're about out of time here, so I got to wrap this thing up. But
yeah,
hey, I really appreciate you coming on, taking time to do this on a game day. Best of luck moving forward with the TBT, and then obviously whenever you guys get back to Indy, look forward to watch you ball out again.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.